Here at Hall of Fame signings here in Cooperstown, New York for the Hall of Fame induction ceremony this weekend, we have the pleasure of being joined by Doc Gooden. Doc, first of all, a pleasure to be here with you. Whenever me and my dad talk about the game, we talk about the game all the time. Whenever we talk about pitchers, who's the best pitcher he's ever seen, only one name comes up, and it's you. I just wanted to ask, with that generation specifically, grew up watching you, similar to you in age, what can you say about kind of that relationship you've had with that sort of fan base now through the years all the way until now?
I tell you what, they've been very supportive. Obviously, with my career, like I was saying there, my career doesn't happen. My number don't get retired. All those things without the fan support. They've been with me through my ups and downs. I stay honest with the fans. I talk to the fans any chance I get, let them know how much I appreciate them. And some of them was there with me in '84 when I broke in, and they're still here. And like you mentioned about your dad, that gives me chills. That makes me feel real good and special.
That's really cool. Yeah, and also just quickly in New York, it's so exciting right now with the baseball scene. You've been able to do very great things on both sides of the city. What can you just say about the city and how important it is when baseball is really doing well, and baseball, not both teams are really competitive?
Oh, it's very good. I think it's good for not just New York, but for baseball. They're playing well. I love it. The fans love it. I'm a fan of both teams. I like going to the ballpark, sitting in the stands, high-fiving the fans. I think it's a great town because I think the city deserves it, and I think everything is great. You can be having a tough day, but if the Mets and Yankees win, that's all forgotten, and it's great.
Yeah, very true.
First of all, Doc, got to touch on the outfit. Can we see those shoes?
Yeah, we need to get Bobby. We need to get a little.
In 20, yeah, there you go. I'm getting old, man.
You're good.
So in 2023, I had the privilege of being inducted into the Negro League Museum Hall of Fame, and with Donna Troyes, Dave Stewart, CC Sabathia, who's here today. So that was a quite honor because I was a history of baseball. My dad was a big fan of the Negro League back in the day, and to being with those guys is definitely special. So thank you.
Very cool.
You were inducted with CC. You finished your playing career in Cleveland, right?
Yes.
And CC was drafted into the organization, I believe, your last year of playing. Did you get to meet him? Did you know of him? Was he on your radar? And now, so many years later, you guys are getting inducted into the Negro League Hall of Fame together?
Well, that's awesome, man, because I knew CC, as you mentioned, was a kid. He was in AAA when I was with Cleveland, and he used to come over to talk baseball then. And then when we came to New York, we used to talk all the time. We became great friends. He's a great guy, even maybe a better person than a player, if that's possible. But a great man, he definitely deserves it. He's a hard worker. He always put team first. Like I said, to break in with him and then to be here to support him is amazing.
Doc, I want to kind of shift to the state of the game today, and Paul Skeens has drawn comparisons to you based off his fast start, his great rookie season, just like you had. And I was wondering if you had any thoughts on that comparison or on Paul Skeens.
I just hope he gets to New York soon. But he's unbelievable. I saw him last year. You get all the hype all the time. And a lot of times you see hype facing college hitters and big leagues. Okay, wait till you get big leagues to see what you can do. This guy's mound presence is unbelievable. A total beast, in command, a lot of confidence. I like to see. It's fun to watch. I mean, every fifth day, and not that you brought it up, I set my schedule aside to watch him and Jacob DeGrom.
That's very cool.
I love you watch Jacob DeGrom too. He's I'm a Rangers fan, so.
I was heartbroken when he left, but I get it because he's from Florida also, so that's where I'm from. But super nice guy. You guys got a good one. When he's healthy, nobody's better.
And then I just want to.
I'm sorry. I'll show you something on my phone with Paul Skeens out there.
Okay. And then I just want to go back to your playing days. Who were some of the toughest batters you faced, and then looking at some guys that you think you really dominated in your career?
So, Gary Sheffield, my nephew, I definitely dominated him. I'm going to tell you a secret about Gary if I can. So we grew up in the same house. I'm 4 years older. He's my sister's son, and she was young when she had him, so my dad was a big baseball fan. So one day my dad said, do we want to play baseball? I said, yeah, we want to play. He said, how bad? I said, bad. He said, you want to be professionals? We were like 8, 9 years old. I said, yeah. He's all right. Every day I come home from work, we'll go to the field. So he used to take us to the field to do all these drills. No ball, no bat, no gloves. So it wasn't fun. Yeah. And then one day he said, you're going to pitch, me, and Gary's going to be the hitter. How you know that? I don't know. But Gary, you guys remember how you said wiggle the bat? Yeah. So if he's going real fast, he's thinking fastball. If he's going slow, he's thinking off speed, right? So in '92, he gets traded from Milwaukee to San Diego. And I never had any problem with Gary because I would tell the catcher, don't put down the sign until I see what Gary's doing, right? Put down the sign. And so Jeff Torborg was our manager. He called a meeting. He said, Doc, what's the success of facing Gary? And he's hitting everybody else. I said, I'm just getting lucky. I didn't want to give it away because he's still family. Yeah, of course. And then I think it was 2000. I was with the Astros. Gary with the Dodgers in spring training. He hit a bomb. Hit a home run off me, right? He go, I finally got you. I said, yeah, but it's like a million bubblegum cards in spring training. That don't count. But Gary, I own a little bit, I would say.
Because you knew. Yeah.
Yep. Tony Pena with the Pirates. I said, guys, I can tell him a high fastball coming, couldn't do anything. But the guys who gave me the most trouble, Barry Bonds was the toughest hitter I ever faced, but Chili Davis gave me the most trouble. Could I get Chili out?
Why is that?
I talked to Chili about it. He said he just saw the ball good out of my hand. And I should make good pitches, he'll fight it off. If I make a mistake, he make me pay. I could not get this guy out. He was tough. But then we have a guy we call from the minors just dominate Chili. I'm like, man, that's unbelievable. Whatever. But you would think like Wade Boggs or Tony Gwynn.
Yeah, but no.
No problem. Yeah, Chili was the guy.
It's always seems to be that way with some players. When you
Always,
ask them
yes.
their hardest opponent. Thank you, Doc. You've been more than gracious with your time. We appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend here in Cooperstown, and we'll have more content here from Cooperstown with WFUV Sports. Thank you.